Welcome back to the channel. I'm Five Finger Tree Punch, and this is episode 3 of the Midnight SMP. Gonna do some more work on the tower, put in a second level, and we're gonna be putting in not one, but 4 kelp farms. And I run into a little bit of a issue with the smokers and trying to smoke up all the kelp, and I do some other stuff. And we'll get into it here right now. And I had to go over to the new shop, Mr. Shark, selling elytras for 25 diamonds. Inconceivable, 25 diamonds. Oh yeah, it's gonna save me a lot of time, so I'll do it. I don't want to have to do it, but I really want the elytra so I can fly around. And I've already died, so if I smash into a wall, it's not a big issue. But he's got a really cool new shop here. Now he's got 2 shops. He's got his bookshop, which he's pimping out at his new shop, and yeah, it's a pretty cool boat. And before I made the kelp farms, this was my temporary solution to try and get XP. I thought I would just go over to the nether and build me a little hidey hole here and just smack pigmen, but it's a little tedious, and it's actually quite dangerous to be so close, and they come from really far out, so yeah, this was not a good solution, but it served its purpose for the time being. And since I'm going to be opening up a shop eventually, and I'm going to go back in the business of wood and logs and leaves, I got to have a forest. So this is the forest. Last time I made I had one spot I was doing it in, growing a bunch of these spruces next to each other. But I separated them out here, and I lit it all up, so, I have room. And it adds a nice aesthetic to the area, I think, instead of it looking like I clear-cutted all the trees out of this area. And I'm putting the lights here so I don't get, trapped by creepers and random mobs down here. And sometimes the leaves grow a little low, so I chop those out with some shears. And yeah, if you take a look here, yeah, I think it looks alright. Those skinny ones there, well, they're all the same width, but that one doesn't have leaves, so I regrow those. I cut those down, use the wood, and regrow those. And this is me starting the second floor. I put the spruce all around the edging, going with the same design at the bottom. It actually turns out pretty good. And look, pillagers. Haven't seen them this entire time, and all of a sudden, I'm over here, up in the air, high off the ground, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna spawn in on this 2-wide surface while you're trying to work. Yeah, see what happens? See what happened, pillagers? That's what you get. That, and he got me on the way down. One up for the pillagers for getting me in mid-air, but yeah, I just knocked them off because, yeah, we're not messing with them right now. I gotta get this second floor in because we need XP and we need fuel. And this is the skeleton of the second floor. Looking pretty good. I measured it out so that there would be room for the kelp farms because that's what's going on the second floor, and that's why I went right into starting this second floor, even though there's a lot of other projects that I'd like to work on, but I definitely needed XP, so I needed to get this second floor in. And this is the completed second floor. Same design, but I left that big circle in the middle. I think it looks pretty good because you can see down into the other floors. And I'm going to put some fencing up so you don't fall down, or I don't fall down anyways. And in case visitors, I don't want any lawsuits if anybody dies from fall damage in my base. And this is what the underneath it looks like. I'm actually going to keep it like that. I think it looks pretty good. Came out pretty nice. Went with planks for the spruce and the other wood there, and then the smooth stone I did in slab, so it left that indention there, and I thought it came out pretty good. No, I'll go ahead and throw lights up there, probably some lanterns, of course, gotta go lanterns, the go-to, and do some chains, probably. Maybe I'll hang them down from chains from different lengths. Should come out alright, because it's a little dark up there, but I have everything lit up, so it's not gonna be an issue. And these are all the materials I'm gonna need for these 4 kelp farms. And it takes 75 of the observers, pistons, and redstone, and other varying amounts of those other objects you see there. But I need 4 times as much, so I needed 300 of observers, pistons, and redstone. But yeah, and I won't need 300 kelp because once I start that first one, it's just gonna start growing right away, and I'm not gonna have any issues with that. There's gonna be so much kelp that it's just gonna be pure shenanigans, and I didn't know I was going to need so many smokers, so I only did 4, which was 1 per. But yeah, I'm going to do it on this floor, and it's going to be in the cardinal directions, east, west, north, and south. and full-size kelp farms, all 4 of them, pumping out XP and fuel. And I did measure it out, so there will be room for it and a little bit of room in the front to walk around. And I missed one other thing. You don't have to have glass for the front, but I like glass for the front, and that's how the design is done. So we're going with that. And while I was out getting sand, yeah, there's an iceberg or some sort of ice biome, or maybe it's a cold ocean or something. I'm not sure what it is. Biome-wise, I didn't go over there, but I thought it was pretty cool that it was just a stone's throw away from my base. So, yeah, that's cool, but I had to get the sand, so I get that glass and do a little bit of farming, then we'd be good to go. And here we are. Got the 4 kelp farms finished, fully functional, mob-proofed on top, as you can see up with the slabs on top. We'll actually take a look at the top. Last time I put torches on top just to keep stuff from spawning, but I figured I'd just go ahead and do these slabs this time, so don't have to worry about anything spawning up here. And nothing should spawn in here because it is transparent blocks, and down there's water. I don't believe anything can spawn in there other than a fish. Silly fish. Kelp farms aren't for you. Yeah. Apparently this, we don't have my screen up, but if you put the debug screen up and you see that river there, that's considered a river, a biome, and it passes just slightly under the edge of this farm, and that's why this farm will generate fish from time to time, and every once in a while he's gonna get swooped down to the bottom and cooked up and clog up my thing. Jerk fish. But yeah. All 4 kelp farms. Try not to die, because it's quite a ways down. We're looking at 15 blocks. It's probably enough to kill you if you didn't have any gear or any feather falling. And normally these farms would take 1 smoker, and I'll probably link down in the bottom the video I actually used to make these farms. The videos only would make 1 farm. I just made 4 at one time. But the setup with these chests was necessary because they have the tick speed turned up on this server. So things were way faster, way faster. So fast that even 4 smokers is not enough to get through all this kelp. It's filling up there. Yeah, and that one's totally full. Totally full. That chest is going to fill up shortly, and that's going to back up there. And so, yeah, I gotta figure out a way. I don't know, I might have to go 8 smokers per kelp farm. But yeah, this is gonna be a good source of XP for me. And of course, this is on the 2nd floor. If you would call it the 2nd floor, but this is the 2nd level on the inside. It's not gonna have floor. You're not gonna be able to see the floors from the outside per se once I finish this. Once I build these walls up. So I'm definitely going to work on that next week. I'm going to build up the walls to cover this up and just continue along with the mage tower, wizard tower, whatever, what have you. Whatever you like to call it. Mage tower, wizard tower, you know. Let me know in the comments if it's supposed to be a wizard tower or a mage tower or, you know, medieval tower. It might be medieval because of the bricks that I'm using and the cobblestone and smooth stone. Or stone, I mean. But yeah. So next week we'll be working on, and I need to get my shop up and running, which I'm going to be doing wood. Nobody that I know of is selling wood as of now. But yeah, that's the forest I got going where I do all my woodwork, and I got the torches all set up there so creepers aren't randomly waiting to explode on me. And I also want to put in some birch. I haven't got any birch up yet. And yeah, that pretty much finishes out the week. Got a lot done this week. Got this whole floor filled in, fenced off. I think it looks pretty cool. Not too bad. And all the kelp farms, this solves our fuel problem and our XP problem. This will give us all the fuel and all the XP that we need for all our activities. But yeah, that ends out this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, smash the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, you know, hit the subscribe button or consider subscribing and putting on notifications so you get all the latest videos. And I'll see you next time in episode 4 of the Midnight SMP. See ya!